Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over the 10 weaknesses of an INFJ personality type. Make sure to watch each one of them and find out how many you have. If the Myers-Briggs Personality Indicator (MBTI) assessed you as an INFJ personality type, then you are among the most unique personality types in the world. INFJ, which stands for Introverted, Intuitive, Feeling, and Judging, is an individual who tends to approach a life with thoughtfulness and follow their hearts and emotions. The INFJ can be thought of as the advocate or as a counselor. Nevertheless, no personality type is perfect, and yes, INFJs have a lot of good strengths. However, people with this personality type have to be aware of their weaknesses as well. Knowing those weaknesses will help you in your self-improvement journey and increase your social skills by a significant amount. Find out what are your greatest weaknesses and learn how you can counteract them and achieve personal growth. Here are 10 weaknesses of an INFJ personality type. Number 1. They have a privacy complex. Despite their compassionate and sensitive natures, INFJs have a habit of shutting themselves off from the outside world and not allowing others to get to know them or notice their good traits. INFJs can be mysterious even in their relationships with family and trustworthy friends. They may withdraw from social contact without so much as a word of justification when they are frustrated or introspective, which can throw others off. INFJs have a hard time revealing their genuine selves and ideals despite their strongly held convictions. They are individuals with a lot of depth and complexity. Because INFJs are natural communicators and counselors, they may engage in chameleon-like conversations rather than revealing their genuine selves. Number 2. They are not attentive to details. INFJs have a tendency to get so wrapped up in contemplating the big picture that they neglect to account for some of the crucial details that can make the difference between success and failure, no matter how practical they aim to be. Devil is in the details, and while INFJs understand this in theory, they aren't always as conscientious about the minor things as they should be. Number 3. They have problems with standing their ground. INFJs despise confrontation and will often act to prevent it, but this is one domain where their viewpoint can be affected. Advocates frequently fail to see that disagreement can really serve a beneficial goal by establishing a good give-and-take mechanism and providing all parties with the opportunity to effectively address their problem. Instead of reflexively believing that all arguing is bad, INFJs would be advised to acknowledge the importance of open and honest communication. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. They are oversensitive. Advocates may become upset if their principles or morals are challenged. When confronted with criticism or confrontation, people with this personality type might get defensive, especially when it comes to subjects that are close to their hearts. When an INFJ has made a choice, they are usually quite confident in their views and have little patience for those who disagree. Advocates are especially prone to any criticism. They are the most sensitive personality type. They have a tendency to read too much into things, and they can pick up on insults and slights that were not intended. INFJs are prone to emotional anguish and unhappiness because of their sensitivity, which allows them to comprehend and sympathize with others. They may start to rely on the approval of others to legitimize their own self-worth. An INFJ is prone to overthinking other people's intentions and may misinterpret a bad look or being disregarded by someone as a personal attack, while the individual was probably unconscious or thinking about something else entirely. Number 5. They can be too idealistic. Idealism is almost synonymous with the INFJ personality type. While this is a beautiful feature in many regards, it is not always possible to achieve an ideal environment. If advocates are constantly fixated on flaws and worrying if they should be striving for something better, they may find it extremely difficult to appreciate their professions, living arrangements, or relationships with family and friends. Advocate personalities are often driven by a sense of larger purpose in life. Breaking down their enormous ambitions into small, achievable steps may seem tiresome or pointless to them. They may, however, be setting themselves up for disappointment if they do not translate their ambitions into daily routines and to-do lists. Their objectives may never be realized without these specifics. Number 6. They are easily overwhelmed. Whatever INFJs accomplish, they do it with entire dedication and fervor. Following them might be tedious and exhausting because they require dedicated work with their idealistic goals and future plans. If they don't balance their goals with reality, their need for perfection and idealistic principles can easily burn them out because they feel overwhelmed with all the things. Number 7. They trust others too quickly. INFJs have a high level of empathy, which leads them to see the best in others. Advocates may put too much faith in others because of their exceptional empathy. Others may find it easier to mislead or exploit INFJs as a result of this. Furthermore, INFJs place a high importance on interpersonal relationships and frequently put others' interests before their own. As a result, INFJs must be careful not to focus their decisions and goals only on what others want, as this could lead to them disregarding their own needs and losing their sense of purpose. It's vital that INFJs don't put their own well-being and goals on hold in order to aid others. They may become exhausted, stressed, and burnt out with taking others' problems on themselves. Number 8. They can lose their identity. Because INFJs are skilled at absorbing and adapting to the energies of the individuals with whom they contact, they can end up looking a lot like them. INFJ personalities are social chameleons because of their mutability. They can appear both extroverted and introverted. INFJs are excellent actors who can imitate behaviors in order to get along with others, be accepted, or feel closer to them. They can get so proficient at it or do it so frequently that they lose perspective of what makes them truly unique. Number 9. They behave overly cautious. INFJs are not known for their spontaneity, which is typical of judger personalities. They like to play it safe by planning events out ahead of time, and they may have a general aversion to putting themselves in harmful and unexpected circumstances. Due to a lack of confidence in their ability to improvise adequately and make quick decisions, INFJs may be too cautious and risk-averse at times. As a result, INFJs are more likely to miss out on unforeseen possibilities since the number of unknowns involved frightens them and prevents them from taking what may be a life-changing opportunity. Number 10. They lack competitiveness. When confronted against people who have no qualms about standing on other people's heads to go ahead and acquire what they want, the INFJ's desire for harmony and feeling of agreeableness may put them at a disadvantage. Many competitive situations may be too much for the INFJ's temperament to tolerate. Such a ruthless attitude is often critical for achieving success in this world, and many competitive pressures may be too much for the advocate's nature to withstand. Many INFJs may have a weak competitive spirit, often preferring to fight for other people and things rather than for themselves. INFJs may need to develop this component of their personality in order to stand up for themselves and not let heartless narcissists walk all over them or take advantage of them. This lack of competitiveness is one of the biggest weaknesses of an INFJ personality type. These videos will be really helpful for you.